second build for update 30.3 for LotRO is now out on Brawler, and in this video I'm gonna go over everything that's changed and everything that's new. The cap for Ancient Script is 10k. I don't know if this is gonna be on live, but that's the current cap for the items we use to trade for our allies. Legendary weapons are no longer purple, they now have the gold icons. The problem where Wardens and Hunters only get 4 words of power slots has been fixed. Wardens now get 2 word of power slots on their main hand weapon and 3 on their javelin, while Hunters get 2 on their main hand weapon and 3 on their bows. There's also been some changes to how the Enhancement Runes work currently. As you can see on your ally, you can now see the item level and the max level on your tracery. And apparently, the yellow enhancement rune can be used from level 400 to 415. Then purple goes from 416 to 430. Teal is from 430 to 440. And then gold is from 440 to 449. And it seems like once you reach the cap of the yellow, which is 415, you can no longer use the yellow ones to improve your tracery. So once you hit the cap, which is 415 for yellow, 430 for purple, 440 for teal, 449 for gold. So once you hit the caps on these lower ones, you can no longer use, say you get to 416, you can no longer use yellow. If you get to 431, you can no longer use purple to boost your tracery. If you get over 440, you have to get gold. You can't use teal. And another nice change that I noticed, yellow enhancement runes always improves the level by 3. Purple also improves the level by 3. Teal and gold increase the level by 2. So it seems like the idea is to use either yellow or purple at the lower levels. And once you get to 430, 440, you start using teal and gold. You can of course use gold on a fresh tracery like this. It'll increase the level by 2. It's kind of a waste. Teal will also increase by 2. Also kind of a waste. Purple will increase by 3. And yellow will increase by 3. One more thing to notice. Right now, if you unslot and equip again, you're going to lose the progress of this. But that's a known error, and when this comes to live, removing a tracery from this slot will save your progress. You're not going to lose your progress. If I unslot right now, put it back, you'll see that my progress is gone. That's not going to be the case once this hits live. Another thing that was asked for is multiple use at once, and this of course has been implemented. I can say yes, I can choose how many of my runes I want to use. I hit level 415, I can no longer use the yellow ones to improve, because that's the cap for yellow, so I'll have to go purple or any teal or yellow. I'll do purple. I'll just use all of mine to max it out. I'm at 430. Now I would need 5 teal. Get to 440. And of course 5 yellow ones to max it out. So it seems like the leveling process has had a big improvement on this build. 4 of the Word of Craft traceries now have a set bonus tied to them. I'm assuming we're going to get set bonuses for all the other Word of Craft traceries as well, but these are the set bonus we currently have. Fire type damage, light type damage, and lightning type damage. And if you go for the 4th set, you get a stat. Beorning receives 2 new traceries, Recuperate Heal Pulses and Nature's Bound cooldown. I'm assuming this is going to say minus cooldown, not plus cooldown. I don't want a longer cooldown on it. But 2 new traceries for Beorning. The Brawler Quick Feint tracery had a change. It has had a useless damage bonus, but now has Feint Evade bonus on it. They've also fixed the Mischievous Glee 38.5% down to 8.25% initial healing. It was obviously too OP and it's been nerfed. Some of the brawler skills have received new icons. You'll also notice a new skill called Get Serious. Well, it's actually not a new skill, but it was called Flex in the last build, but that's it's changed to Get Serious. With this build, we also have the innate strength share skills in the other line that are actually working now. So what I've done here is we have the share innate strength quickness when you use your quick skills on the left, when you use your heavy skills in the middle, and your balance skills on the right. If you look at the quickness share skill, the top one will always be the blue line version, and the bottom will be red line. If you share your innate strength in blue line, obviously for yourself you have 20% more threat at tier 4, and you can share tier 3 with your allies and they will actually generate less threat, which makes sense for a tank. In red line you get 25% melee damage, although it says 30 in the traits, but okay. Yourself get 25% melee damage on tier 4, and your innate strength shares 15% melee damage with your allies. Moving on to the heavy share skill. As a tank, you get 2.5% of both mitigation types, and if you share it with your allies, they receive 2% of both mitigations. In red line, it's just a crit buff, 64k crit, and you share 30k crit, not that great. And looking at the balance, finally, in tank line you get 10% parry chance, and you can share 7.5% parry chance with your ally. And in red line it's a finesse buff, and you share half of that finesse buff with your allies. We had some updates to the tooltips of Battle Flow, Enhanced Battle Flow, and Battle Fury, so they will be easier to understand what they do. Iron Will and Weather Blows have sort of a similar effect, but if both are used at the same time, Iron will always take precedence over Weather Blows. If you use both of these skills at the same time, Iron will be active, not Weather Blows. Blue line receives a new trait at the bottom left in blue. Healing increase. You get 5% incoming healing and 5% outgoing healing as a blue line brawler. Joy of Battle damage has been changed to you actually hitting the enemies and tearing up the buff, instead of you getting hit. In this build, blue line also gets the Joy of Battle skill, Joy of Battle Heal. It's a 15-second duration. Every time you hit an enemy, you restore 1% of max morale. There seems to be a cooldown of 0.5 seconds for you to heal. And apparently skill damage overall for Brawler has been increased. But from what I'm hearing, Brawlers are still doing kind of low damage, so further adjustments are needed. That's going to be the end of my report from Beta Build 2 of 30.3 update of LotRO. Leave a like, join my Discord, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.